Hello guys, and welcome back to my booktube channel, Wrestling with Books, where today we are doing the Moody book tag. Why? Well, you know what? I'm in a mood. If I were to turn around, you would see my kitchen is a mess. And, you know, my kitchen's a mess. I'm doing laundry. I need to make lunch. I'm working. So I thought, why don't we film a booktube video too? So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nina, and this is Wrestling with Books, and we are in the middle of Bookmas in July. Bookmas is a take on Vlogmas, just inserting bookish content instead of vlogs. That was coined by Haley in Bookland, or Bookland. I said like Bookland, like Newfoundland. I don't know. Haley in Bookland. And yeah, I thought, you know, Christmas in July, Bookmas in July. It was actually my friend Mary at a channel called The Siskateers. When I was saying, I miss Vlogmas, she was like, Vlogmas in July? And I was like, challenge accepted. But let's get into this Moody book tag, and maybe I don't normally, like, this isn't like a sit still like spot for me that I come in the kitchen. I'm coming into the kitchen because as we were chatting about, I'm doing multiple things at once. So this book tag was created by the Slanted Spine, and I've seen some friends do it. I've seen the Nerdy Narrative do it. I've seen Percy Does Everything do it, because she does everything, so she's got to do this book tag, right? And now I am going to do it as part of our Bookmas. So the first prompt is, I already don't remember. Terrific. The first question is, do you consider yourself a mood reader? And that's a hard yes for me. This actually follows into the next question, so I'm going to answer them both together. We got the cat here. Hello, Buster. I know, in a perfectly good tripod that I'm not using, you know, because I much prefer for you only to see parts of my head instead of the whole thing, I guess. So am I a mood reader? Question one. And question two is, do you set TBRs and do you stick to them? So I am such a mood reader that I do not set TBRs, because it just is futile and doesn't work, and I just can't make it happen. I am very much a mood reader. It is challenging for me to kind of read something I have to read, so to speak. I'm even in a book club, which I love self-help books, and it's just me and a few ladies, and we're talking about self-help books, and even just reading that one self-help book a month, when normally I could read several in a month, but just having it where I have to read it is a struggle for me. That's just how it is. Even with NetGalley, where you have the dates for books, I can't go by the dates. I have to go by the mood. Oh, honey. The next question is about, do books affect you emotionally? So sometimes, you know, I used to really be afraid of reading historical fiction, specifically World War II, because I was afraid of that. And while they do, sorry, the cat is like ready to bite. You've had tons of treats today. You had tons. He had tons. But the truth is that, you know, we're gonna be on the move. Okay, the truth is that when it's good reading, even though it's haunting, it still is like okay, and it doesn't affect me emotionally in a negative way. Maybe it comes more in an empowering way, or a way of, I'm taking you into the dark, I'm reckless, a way of, you have to know history in order to not repeat it. That's kind of how I feel about that. Put the hair up. How to put the hair up. So the next question is, if you are sad already, do you read? Does reading help you when you're sad? And I would say, when I do get into a reading slump, it's not because I was already sad. A reading slump for me typically just happens because of what I'm reading, you know, and that I've picked, like, the last 5 books I've picked all didn't, you know, suit my mood. So when I am sad, I do like to read, but that's when I like to read really immersive books that maybe I can't even relate to. So I'll like to read reread Harry Potter, and I'll read Star Wars books, things where I'm in a completely different universe, but a universe that I have proven to already love. Ever feel like you just want lunch already made for you? Like you don't want to make it yourself, you just want something that's ready to go. That's how I'm feeling now. But I have some leftover like pulled taco chicken, but I think I'll make it like a chicken salad rather than like taco chicken, and that will be good. So I'll be doing that during this taco. What a train wreck this has been, this video. I'm sorry, sometimes these on the go kind of vlogs really work for us, and sometimes they just don't. But maybe it is working for you. I don't know, let me know down below. But the next question is, do you typically use reading as a way to escape, as a way to kind of get critically, Where's my phone? I thought I brought my phone so I'd have the questions. Okay. I did have my phone, but then I stopped to give the cat treats because he still wouldn't stop staring at me. It's intense when he does, just trust me. So, the next question was, do you use reading to escape, to learn, or to critically reflect? I do all three. I don't just read fiction. I read a lot of nonfiction. I love reading nonfiction about like stuff I already love. Like, I don't know, I've read like documentary books, so to speak. I don't know if they call them, they're not documentaries in books, but that style about Sesame Street, about what else? Oh, Simpsons Confidential. That's a really good one, all about the Simpsons. The George Lucas story. So if there's like something you already like, it's fun to see if there is a book all about the behind the scenes of it, because that's just, you know, I think it's a lot of fun to read, and it lets you kind of just get more obsessed with something that you are already obsessed with, you know? Oh, especially after I read those, then I just want more and more and more. Oh my God, Brady. Oh, Hello Robin, if you're watching this, it's a book by Sherwood Schwartz and his son, all about creating the Bradys. Freaking brilliant. I love that one so much. Okay. What is a book that made you laugh out loud? So the author Lisa Scottoline, she typically writes kind of like law dramas and whatnot, but she has some like essays she writes. They're books with her and her daughter Francesca, and Lisa Scottoline has a column she writes for, so these will kind of be short essays from that column, and they are laugh out loud funny. There was one that like, I think she spilled treats all over the floor, whatever it was, but when I would think about it, I would still laugh out loud, but now I forgot what that was, so I can't laugh out loud about it, but just I can reminisce that, you know, once upon a time I would laugh out loud. Salad. We're gonna put on a wheat bun, and we're gonna have lunch. Next on this tag, this book asks, what is a book that made you cry or really moved you? And I would say I recently read Three Sisters by Heather Morris, and that was a book based on true accounts of three sisters and their journey through Auschwitz and that whole entire period, and it's really, really incredible. I listened to that on audiobook, and I don't know if I've actually cried at a book, but stories like that, you know, The Nightingale, which is another historical fiction novel that is incredible. Everybody talks about it for good reason. The Nightingale, Kristen Hanna, historical fiction, very, very good. And that book I went into, by the way, is one of the ones where I was afraid of reading historical fiction for the emotional impact, but never at all regretted reading that book. So, check it out. Yeah, I haven't cried at them. I'm more of a movie crier, because I cried the happy moments in movies too, like in Home Alone when he's reunited with his mom. I cry. So I think this book tag and this lunch would go good with some iced coffee. So I have this tumbler from my cat lady box unboxings that I do. It's a subscription box, and I do those on my other channel, Wrestling with Disney. But I'm coming back. My dad got me these Starbucks cold brew concentrates, and they are amazing. And even if, let's say, because sometimes they seem kind of expensive, it's like $7, but I am buying coffee, iced coffee, so much less, and I'm spending at least like $4 each time I get iced coffee. So these are a big, this is a big win in my book. You just put in 4 ounces of the iced coffee concentrate, you put in your ice, you put in water, and you know, then you prepare to live happily ever after, which is like the best part, because you got all your coffee. And I've got a cool color changing mug. So right now it looks just kind of like bunny ears because it's just of the ice cubes, but hold on. All right, so first we'll add the iced coffee. See, there goes that color, and then we're gonna add equal parts water, and then I'm gonna add some milk. Always the best part. Yeah, look how beautiful when that mixes in. First I'm gonna like attack it with my straw. So it says the entire cat population is my best friend, and it's obviously true, because here's all the friskies, and then the sign saying I just want to be a stay-at-home cat mom. So on brand. It's all true here. Okay, so I've got my lunch, I've got my iced coffee, my cat is around. So we'll see if he comes out, and we'll finish this book tag together. Well, we eat and have fun, and obviously this is a whole mood. I love it. It's fantastic. Okay, what is a book that you didn't even know how you felt about? That's an interesting question, and I'm not exactly sure how to even answer that. I would say I didn't know how I felt about it. Like, like almost like a book where you're indifferent. Like, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, you know. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna have to pass on this one, and know and want to know if you guys hearing this have any things that are like, what about this, Nina, this, you know, things that came to your own mind when hearing that prompt. I'm curious what came to your mind, because I can't think of anything, because I think if I don't know how to feel about it, it's like either it's really weird or it's not engaging. So I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to watch some more of these tag videos to see what other people said, because I just don't know. Oh, are you more likely to read on a sunny day or a cloudy day? I actually like to read on sunny days. I like to open up all the windows and let the light shine in and read. If I could read outside more, I would. It's hard to read on a sunny day though with the Kindle. Even though it has the thing, like, you know, it has the light, it's backlit, right? Is that what you call it? I still prefer to do it indoors, but sunny. Yeah, sunny. I love to read on a sunny day. Do you usually set the mood when you read? Music, lights, smells, etc. And I would say that I actually like sound when I read, and I think it's like an attention span thing. I don't really have an attention span, so having just that music in the background improves my focus on the book. Though my favorite thing to have on in the background, but it's not on all the time, you follow Jimmy Buffett on YouTube. Whenever he performs a concert live, it's live on his YouTube as well. They don't allow replays of it, but I'll read and put on his live concert, and like, I love that. I don't know, that is just like the most fun for me. Otherwise, I love looking up the aesthetics. If I'm reading Star Wars books, for example, I'll type in Star Wars ambiance in YouTube, and there's like something for everything. Or, you know, there's all sorts of ambiance videos on YouTube. Let me know what some of your favorites are, because I'm trying to find some other kind of just really good ones. Or sometimes I will put on Cat TV for Buster, so he'll have the buzzing birds while I read. And then the last question is, can you leap from book to book, or do you need to buffer time in between them? I love going from book to book. My favorite part about finishing a book is picking out the next one. I love it. And normally, because I'm a big Kindle reader, once I'm at like 80%, I'd like to then get the next one like loaded up on deck, because I like to read several books at a time. I think it goes back to that attention span thing. But lately I've been trying to like just push through them a bit more. So that was the Moody book tag, and I am going to be tagging some friends to do this. I have not warned any of them that I am tagging them to do it. I could and then come back. I'm just not gonna do it. It's okay if you can't do it, if it doesn't fit with your lineup, but if it does, great, you can do it. So I am going to tag Heather at the Disney Housewife, and I think LinzeBee has already done this. So LinzeBee, if you haven't done it, I'd love to see you do it. And if you have, I'll make sure I check that out. And lastly, oHellorobin, because I mentioned her with that Brady book. So oHellorobin, if you have room on your bookish schedule for the Moody book tag, I would love to see it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to be back every day this month for Bookmas in July. You're probably going to, this one was pre-filmed, so you'll probably see maybe some different hair for me throughout the month, as well as different content. And I'll put up some other videos that you can check out on this screen. You may be seeing it right now. Bye, guys.